we're glorifying sex before marriage, and that's actually a very true statement. Lusting is one of the biggest things in entertainment. Okay, and it's crazy too. Like, a player is glamorized in TV shows. It's everybody's favorite character. Every guy wants to be like that guy and stuff like that. And again, even like movies and TV shows, like,
1. Let's get started.
don't you do it. Don't you think about that thought, bro. Don't even go there, bro. Just run. Just run. As you guys can tell, of the title of the pod of this episode, um, actually I don't even know the name of it yet, but we're gonna talk about lust. And the crazy thing is about lusting is it's actually the only sin that you can't fight. You have to run from. Lusting is like one of the biggest sins, I would say. Like, because men and women, I mean, like all sins, we both struggle with it, but it is. It's one of the hardest sins to get over, you know? And I mean, coming from a man experience is just throughout your whole life, even as a kid, starting as a kid, all you heard about is just guys talking about girls. Girls, girls, girls. That's all we could ever think about. That's all we ever chased. So for us to actually be in love, I mean, I'm gonna say it like, yeah, I mean, love does exist and stuff like that, but I mean, in the like as it says in the Bible, though, you can't love somebody until you love Jesus. So you have to learn how to do that, and I guess for me, and I'm sure for a lot of men, it takes time to realize that. I mean, like I said, lusting is a big thing. Like, you just everywhere you go, you wanna, like, where the babes at. That's all you hear from other guys too. Like, let's be honest, in our minds, that's what we're thinking too. I'm talking single men. We go in stores, we're just like, oh, I hope I see a cute girl. Like, oh, I gotta, like, look my best. I gotta smell good and stuff like that. Or, like, you go to a party or something like that, and you're like, oh, I might meet the special somebody or whatever. Or sadly, some people think of it as a lustful thought. How many girls' numbers can I get? How many girls can I hook up with? And stuff like that. And lusting is so normalized, and especially on TV too. Taylor Alicia actually had a very good point on one of her YouTube videos. How come, like, they show sex in shows, in TV shows, but it's people that are unmarried? A lot of times it's one night stands. A lot of times it's just people dating. They never show sex scenes that people that are married. Instead, we're glorifying sex before marriage, and that's actually a very true statement. Lusting is one of the biggest things in entertainment. Okay, and it's crazy too. Like, a player is glamorized in TV shows. It's everybody's favorite character. Every guy wants to be like that guy and stuff like that. And again, even like movies and TV shows, like, some guys just watch shows and movies on it. I'll admit it, I was, maybe I still am sometimes, but stuck on some shows because the girl was so pretty or whatever. And we look for that. Like, we want the star to be good looking, you know? And maybe that goes to women too for men. I don't know. I don't know what goes through a woman's mind, but from a men's mind and stuff like that. And that's where us guys, we have to realize this. Like, dude, like, if you're with somebody, think about that somebody. Okay, you see you see a really attractive person and stuff like that, bro. Run from it. Okay, don't even think about the what if. Don't even try to make a move. Just run, because got somebody you're with. Okay, like, that's your somebody. That's all you need. Okay, yes, you guys are gonna have your ups and downs and stuff like that, but just run. Lusting is the only sin that you cannot fight. You have to run from. And there's plenty of stories in the Bible that you can look at for example of that. Um, like I said, so many people glorify lusting, and it's not just TV shows and movies. It's also music too. You know what I mean? As I said in my past, I listen to a lot of trap rap. I still kind of do here and there. You pay attention to lyrics, and all you hear is about them flexing on getting with girls, them hooking up with girls. I mean, maybe you might hear a couple of songs talking about people's wives, but not really in the rap industry. Okay, let's start glorifying marriage. How about that? No, instead we're doing the total opposite. You know, it's kind of crazy in our grandparents' era. It's like what you do is you go on dates and you get married and you go to church every Sunday. And now it's where you hook up, have kids, date, then maybe eventually get married. It's crazy on how opposite this world works, even though we all look up to our grandparents. I don't get it personally. I think divorce is at its highest rate than it's ever been. Um, this is coming from a kid that's parents is divorced too. Again, and also especially too, if you're in a relationship, like stay loyal. I don't understand how hard it is to do that. That's your somebody, bro. Like why are you gonna break that person's heart? Why are you gonna do that person dirty like that? I just don't get that. But like I said, lusting is a very dangerous thing to get over. It doesn't help either that a lot of people have a, I'm gonna say, a porn addiction. And people get so addicted to it where that's all they can think about. It doesn't help either with social media of with women all dressed up with all makeup and all filters on it. I'm not blaming these women. I'm not saying like, oh, it's all their fault, because you can easily delete the app. You can easily not look at that. You can easily just go on another account. But instead, what do? You like to look at that. You like that attractiveness. It's kind of crazy too. If you're lustful thoughts, the reason why you like those lustful thoughts is because it's kind of a what if. So it's like in your mind, you're not gonna get hurt from it. So you're just thinking like that. But guess what? That's the devil going through your mind. Okay, you're using that person. You're like in your mind. You're just, how do I explain it? You're, like I said, you're having these wrong thoughts in your mind, and you shouldn't do that, but you do. um how do you stop it? Get off of the app. I think everybody knows what app I'm talking about. It's black and orange. um so it's actually Halloween colors. I think they did that on purpose. Conspiracy theory? Not, I don't know. No, I'm just playing. But get off of that app. Get off of Instagram if you have to. Get off of your phone if you have to. Run from it. And staying loyal to your spouse, who you're with, just think about that person. Why do you want to hurt that person? Especially, too, what helps, especially, is think about the time when you really like that person that you are with now. Think about the butterflies effect that you once had for that person. Um, and like, why did you choose that person? Don't let the devil tempt you with lust. Okay. And again, coming from a guy experience, I get it. It is hard. It is hard to be with somebody, and yes, they are pretty, and then you see another pretty woman though, and you're like, oh, what do I do here? And stuff like that. But guess what? In the end of the day, that person is the one for you. So let's keep it that way. Don't let the devil tempt you. Okay? Temptation is everywhere. And don't let the devil win, okay? Just praise Jesus, go to Jesus for it. Like, trust me, I get it. Lusting is very hard to not do. I feel like a lot of us men, we go through it. But to order to stop it is to learn how to love Jesus, and then you can actually learn how to love and not to lust. Um Second sin we're gonna talk about is being a sloth, whatever it was called, but basically being lazy. As we're talking about lusting, some people are lazy with it. As I talked about the porn addiction, people get addicted to it. They get lazy. They lay in bed all day. They think that they're not gonna get anywhere in life, and they're not never gonna meet the right person. So they're just they take it up online, if you know what I mean, or they take it up on their fantasies. Guess what? If you want to find that right person, or if you want to be better and work on yourself, then actually be better. Start going to church. Start gaining more confidence. Stop being so lazy. Like, pick up some extra shifts if you have to. You know what I mean? Work. Like, get active. Go to the gym. Like, I. I don't know. I never really like struggled with this one because I was never like even as a kid, like I just never could sit still. Like, yeah, I do like to like chillax on the couch and like watch TV and stuff like that. But if someone gives me a chore to do, I'll do it. But like I said, if you don't want to be lazy and stuff like that, like put your mind to something. You know what I mean? Like, if you wanna be a social media person, start making those YouTube videos. Start making those TikToks. Start um doing whatever you have to do. You have to work for it. It's not a snap of a finger. Maybe pray about it. Try to give that one a try too, especially. But if you want to be a music artist, you know what I mean, buy yourself a keyboard. Work on some beats. Get a mic. Get a laptop. Record it. You guys want to start a podcast? Just watch some real talk with K.M.Bs and like take notes. Like, of what not to do, because this podcast sucks. No, I'm just playing. I'm just dissing on my own. But like I said, back to being a sloth. Don't be a sloth. Don't be lazy. Get active. Get up. Come on now. Like, cheer up. Okay, it's all gonna work out in the end. Like, don't let the devil win. Okay, Jesus didn't die for your sins just for you to sit on the couch and not get anywhere in life. No, he died for your sins for you to live. So live it, bro. Um, but like I said, I know sometimes things can be rough, and yes, you do need to relax. You do need a resting day, stuff like that. Um, but that's your time for yourself. That's not necessarily saying be lazy and just sit on the couch all day. No, that's just saying resting yourself is you taking a break from something that you do every day. That's your resting day. Um, like, just get a hobby. Meet some new people. Just find something that interests you, and you'll be fine. Um, but back to lusting, like I said, it's not something that you can fight. It's something that you have to run. And I get it. It is very hard. And the devil will tempt you even when you're doing so good. And that's the worst part. When you're doing so good, and the devil knows you are, and he'll tempt you with that temptation again, because he knows you're winning, or Jesus is winning, and the devil doesn't like that. So he'll tempt you, and don't pick up the apple, if you guys know what I mean. Um, don't let the snake bite you. A bunch of metaphors. But like I said, if you're soft, get up on the couch. Go do something that inspires you to do. Um, and again with lusting, just try to think about Jesus. Okay, think about if you're about to lust over that one person, think about it like this: would Jesus want me to lust over that person? That is a daughter of God that I'm thinking about in the wrong way. Or sometimes too, like a lot of people I know have temptations over OnlyFans girls. Just think about it like this. Like sometimes I think about it like this, and I'm like, they got a bunch of daddy issues, bro. Like that's someone's daughter, bro. Like that's sad. That's the way I think about it sometimes, but um, maybe that might work. I don't know, but I'll pray for you guys. Like I know, getting over a sin is very hard and difficult, but you got this. So it's real talk with K.M.B. Peace. We out.